Yes, students. Now we are going to start with second part of the chapter haloalkenes and haloarenes. We were studying the methods of preparation of haloalkenes and haloarenes, and we had done first method, that is from hydrocarbons, and now second is from alcohols. You can see here from alcohols there are many methods for the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols, and first is by the action of halogen acids. This is halogen acids HX. So this is alcohol. Reaction with halogen acid, this may be HCl, HBr, HI, any. You get RX with the removal of water. If you want to do chlorination, you will have to take HCl in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. This is called Lucas reagent. For bromination, you will have to take HBr plus H2SO4. By the reaction of these, HBr will be formed. That HBr will react with alcohol. And for iodination, you have to take NaI in the presence of H3PO4. Here also these will react to form HI. That HI will react with alcohol to form alkyl iodide. The order of reactivity of alcohols with the given halo acid is tertiary, greater than secondary, greater than primary. Because if you check the mechanism of this reaction involves formation of carbocation, and the stability of carbocations is in this order: tertiary, greater than secondary, greater than primary. So that's why tertiary alcohol will react faster. Reactivity of halogen acids. Follow the order: HI greater than HBr greater than HCl. Then we have by the action of phosphorus halides. Phosphorus halide PX3. So you will get RX plus H3PO3. Instead of trihalide, if you are taking pentahalide, say PCl5, then main product is same, but difference is in the side product. Here the side product will be POCl3 and HCl. Now if you want to do bromination or iodination, then phosphorus bromide or phosphorus iodide will have to be prepared in situ. In situ means in the reaction mixture by the action of red phosphorus with bromine or red phosphorus with iodine. So alcohol with red phosphorus with bromine will give you alkyl bromide. If it is red phosphorus and iodine, you will get alkyl iodide. Then by the action of thionyl chloride, this is thionyl chloride, ROCl2. The reaction takes place in the presence of pyridine. You get alkyl chloride, sulfur dioxide and HCl. If you want to prepare alkyl chloride from alcohols, then this method is the best method. Reason being, the side products are gaseous, which will leave, giving you the pure product. These methods from alcohol, they are not applicable for the preparation of aryl halides, because the carbon oxygen bond in phenols has partial double bond character and are difficult to break, because having partial double bond character is stronger than a single bond. Next we have third method of preparation by halogen exchange. One is Finkelstein method. This method is used for the preparation of alkyl iodides from chlorides or bromides. So, alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide on reaction with sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone gives us alkyl iodide. Then next we have Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction is the best method for preparation of alkyl fluorides. Here alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide is made to react with silver fluoride. You can use any fluoride, metal fluoride here to form methyl fluoride and silver halide will be formed. So you can use any metal fluoride, like it can be mercuric fluoride, cobalt fluoride or antimony fluoride. So these were the methods of preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes, and now about physical properties. First is physical nature. You can check this figure. This here we have taken the temperature and this is the room temperature. So you can see methyl chloride, methyl bromide, ethyl chloride are gases because their boiling point is less than the room temperature. Similarly, some chlorofluoromethanes are also gases, but the higher members are either liquids or solids. Boiling point. Due to the greater polarity as well as higher molecular mass as compared to parent hydrocarbon, intramolecular forces are stronger. That's why boiling points of chloride, bromide and iodides are considerably higher than those of hydrocarbons of comparable molecular masses. For the same alkyl group, the boiling point decrease in this order. Maximum boiling point of alkyl iodide, then alkyl bromide, chloride and then fluoride. This is because with increase in size and mass of halogen atom, the magnitude of van der Waals forces increases. Boiling point of isomeric haloalkanes. These are the isomeric haloalkanes. You can see all these three contain 4 carbon atoms and bromine. Their boiling point decrease with increase in branching. You can see the boiling point. This has got the minimum boiling point. This is because with increase in branching, the molecule tends to become spherical, and for a given volume, sphere has a minimum surface area. Minimum surface area means minimum van der Waals forces. Boiling points of isomeric dihalobenzenes are nearly the same. Melting points. Among isomeric dihalobenzenes, you can see here isomeric dihalobenzenes, this is ortho, meta and para isomers. Among these, para isomer has maximum boiling point. You can see, melting point. You can see the melting points 256, 249 and 323. So it has got the maximum melting point as compared to ortho and meta. This is because this molecule is symmetrical, so packing will be strong. It fits in the crystal lattice better as compared to ortho and meta isomers. Density. Bromo, iodo and polychloro derivatives of hydrocarbons are heavier than water, and density increases with increase in number of carbon atoms, halogen atoms and atomic mass of the halogen atoms. Solubility. Being polar haloalkanes, these are slightly soluble in water. You might have heard about the saying like dissolves like. Water is also polar, so these are soluble in water. But they can neither form hydrogen bonds with water nor they can break the existing hydrogen bonds in water, so that's why solubility is slight. However, haloalkanes tend to dissolve in organic solvents. Nature of CX bond. You can see here, halogen is more electronegative as compared to carbon. So this electron pair is attracted more towards halogen. It acquires slight negative charge and carbon acquires slight positive charge. So that's why the molecule is polar. This bond is polar. Since the size of the halogen atom increases as we go down the group, fluorine atom is the smallest and iodine atom the largest. Consequently, carbon halogen bond length also increases from carbon fluoride to carbon iodine. Out of the four halogens, fluorine is most electronegative and iodine is the least. This means electron pair in carbon fluorine bond will be dragged most towards halogen. You can see here it is most of the time it is towards halogen. Here it is a little bit apart, more apart, and here it is almost in between. So you can see this fluoro compounds are more polar than chloro, which are more polar than bromo, and these are more polar than iode. Rather, iodo compounds have almost same polarity. So this is all about today's lecture. Thank you.